Hello, this is attorney Tara Hutchinson with Pittsburgh Family Law Services. In today's episode, I am going to tell you a little bit about how not to behave at a custody exchange. So, I read an article that apparently in Texas, a father dropped off the party's child to mother at her grandmother's home, and his girlfriend came along to the custody exchange with him. From what I read, the girlfriend stayed in the vehicle, didn't interact with mother in any way, but I guess mother did not appreciate that he brought his girlfriend to the exchange, and so she took a gun and shot him, and he had to be taken to the hospital, and now mother is facing some pretty serious criminal charges as a result. That brings me to my admonition today. Do not take a gun and shoot the other parent because they brought their girlfriend to a custody exchange. So let's first talk about the gun at the custody exchange in the first place. I get it. Sometimes, depending on what your profession is, sometimes you need to have a gun with you. I get it. I'm not saying that you cannot carry a firearm. I'm not saying anything about that. I will say that if you feel you need to have a gun on your person for a custody exchange occurring in your home or in your family member's home because you feel it is necessary to protect yourself, you have far, far greater concerns than the presence of a girlfriend at a custody exchange. So really, I would advise everybody to question, should I take the gun to the custody exchange in the first place? Because just because you're allowed to do something doesn't mean that it is a good idea to do something. So keep that in mind. Secondly, unless you have a court order stating otherwise, and it will state this explicitly, girlfriends, boyfriends, family members, friends, third parties are not prohibited from going to a custody exchange. If there is nothing saying they aren't allowed to go, there's nothing you can really do about that. Obviously, if there's a situation where the girlfriend or the boyfriend has a significant criminal history or is, say, a registered sex offender, or is creating a lot of tension and a lot of arguments and conflict at the custody exchange, yes, I agree, those are problems. But the solution to that is to contact your lawyer and address it through court. You do not take a gun and start shooting at the other parent. Doing that guarantees that you will find yourself served with a protection from abuse order, and your children will be removed from your care instantly. And and if you find yourself in that situation, that puts you at a huge risk for having substantially reduced contact with your children long term. As a family law attorney, I never want to see clients end up in that position. My goal, and the goal of most attorneys who practice in this area, is to see you develop long-term, strong relationships and strong bonds with your children. We do not want to see you lose time or contact with your children, and so when there are actions or behaviors that jeopardize your ability to develop those relationships, we will tell you that in advance. So again, please do not take a gun and shoot at the other parent because he brought his girlfriend with him to the custody exchange. Do not engage in violence toward the other parent because the girlfriend came to the custody exchange. And finally, if you are having trouble at custody exchanges because of a girlfriend or a boyfriend or another third party, please do contact a family law lawyer. Thank you.